Hi, I'm Pastor Melissa, and I'm excited to be with you today for our children's moment. So let's look and see what we have. Well, we have some different metal objects on our table here. We got some paper clips, and then some hangers for picture frames, some binder clips that we have right here, and then we have a can. And let's see what else we have. We also have a magnet. And so let's see what happens to the magnet if we put it over these different objects. So let's first try with a paper clip. Wow. Well, look at that. It just really the magnet just kind of drew those paper clips right to it, didn't it? Look, they're just kind of clinging to it, aren't they? Okay, well, let's see what happens with the hangers for the picture frame. Let's try it with that. Ready? Oops. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it also kind of just drew it right to that. So what about this one? What about the binder clips? Yeah, you're right. It is going to pick those up too. Let's try that. Yep, did that as well. Look at that. It even picked up an extra paper clip right there, didn't it? Well, and of course you can guess what's going because the big tin can is a little bit bigger, right? But it's still, the magnet draws it right to it. Well, this kind of reminds me of something that Jesus said about himself. In John 12:32, Jesus says, I will draw all people to myself. I will draw all people to myself. And he said this as people were trying to figure out kind of, what Jesus was doing and why he was there. And Jesus said, I will draw all people to myself. And that's what Jesus did. As we look at his life, that's what he did. People were just drawn to him. People that needed healing, people that felt like that they were outcasts or that they were lonely, they were just drawn to him. And he just embraced them with his love and his grace. And the power of the magnet is very strong, but it's nothing compared to the power of Jesus' love in our lives, that drawing power that he has. And even when we mess up and we make mistakes or we turn away from God, the power of Jesus' love, Jesus still reaches out to us. And that power of his love is so strong that it draws us back into his love and grace. And God's love is always reaching, drawing us to him. And there's something so powerful when we claim that in our lives, when we recognize that the power of God's love at work in us, and we know and we trust and we live in that assurance that we are loved. So I want you to remember today that you are loved and that God's love is there for you. And if we just open ourselves up, that we can feel the power of his love drawing us to God. Will you pray with me? Loving God, we thank you for the strong love of Jesus. That no matter what, Jesus' love loves us and continues to draw us to you. Help us to live knowing that we are loved fully and completely. Amen.